Well, confirmation, I just felt like I've drawn a lot closer to God and my friends, and I had a lot of fun. What about you, Devin?
Confirmation meant a lot to me because it drew me closer to my faith, and that's about it.
Confirmation, I've gotten a lot of confirmation. It's helped me learn to love everyone and that the youth group is always there for me.
I've learned about confirmation that everybody in the youth group is always there for me and that we will always stick together no matter what. And I learned a whole bunch of stuff about God and that Jesus is the only way to get to God and all about inclusion.
I learned more about God, Methodism, and more about myself deep down inside.
Okay, confirmation taught us about how Jesus Christ is our bridge to God.
And I learned that everyone has their own gifts that they're supposed to use for the church.
I learned a lot during confirmation. I learned what it means to be a true United Methodist and how to be closer to God. And all that aside, you also grow washboard abs.
I've learned that we're closer to God, and I've met a lot of cool people that are also accepted into the faith of Christ, and I think that's really cool. And it's just really fun to be here.
I learned a lot about God and Jesus, and I met some good friends and people, and I've grown closer to those friends and people and God.
We learned about God and Jesus and Methodism, and the retreat that we went on was a lot of fun too. I learned a lot about Methodism and and a lot about God and Jesus, and the retreats were like awesome and fun and cool. And I met a lot of new people and had a lot of fun.
I learned that you aren't alone and you don't have to do everything by yourself.
And I learned that I have to get up in the morning and go to church without my parents dragging me out of bed. And that if you have to do something, you always have a youth group behind you. You're not ever by yourself.
Now I don't know what to say because you took my line.
I came up with it.
No, you didn't.
Just wing it.
All right. I learned that. All right. Well, you always have the support of your youth group and your church. During confirmation, I learned about Methodism and who started it, and I learned to trust God more with your problems, and I had a lot of fun. Pretty much the same, and I learned how to be better in Christ. Yeah. Jesus rocks. Yeah. Confirmation means trusting in God more than you have with your problems and knowing that you can love and trust God.
And we had a blast learning about Jesus, and now we're an equal part in the church.
And we had an awesome time with all the retreats and pulling pranks on Scott.
I learned that through confirmation, I learned that Jesus is the bridgeway to heaven, and I also met a lot of fun people, nice people.
I learned how to be a good Methodist, and I met good people.
Through confirmation, I learned that about God and that how you can have a great time during confirmation. Because we did a lot of fun stuff on the retreats and stuff.
What I liked about confirmation was listening to Scott talk about the Bible and reading the New Testament.
I learned what Christ wants of us, and I can live it out. And I've met lots of amazing people through this and the retreat.
I like confirmation because the retreats are really fun and just learning about God and stuff. It's pretty fun. Yeah.
Also, and Scott's prayers were really encouraging.
What's so funny about that?
Because it's not. Bye.